So now for my side of the story. These thoughts might be scattered quite a bit. Alright, so here's some highlights from the trip I remember. Let's see. That's a tent. This is a truck that came barreling up from the lake. That is the truck where me and Blake unhitched a trailer and a boat. And then this is a tent where me, Susan, and Blake was sleeping safe and sound. So the story with that one was
I remember you unhitching the boat.
and the people trying to like almost hit the tent you and Charlotte and Jody was in. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, yeah.
So we were down there at Kentucky Lake, and these people came up that had a bow fishing boat all set up for like shooting carp and stuff. And me and Blake was already, I don't know, pretty drunk at the point that these people came up. And we were talking to them, and they were trying to explain what they were doing. And all I can remember is, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hey, Blake, you wanna fuck with these people? And he was like, yeah, Nathan, let's fuck with these people. Because that's how he always was. And so after the people had already put their boat in the lake and was out there hunting gar or whatever, they were bow hunting. Anyways, this had to be like 11:30 at night or something. Me and Blake went to their vehicle and I unhooked their trailer, and I also took it off the hitch. So whenever they backed it in, it just started floating away. Trailer did. Apparently the people got pissed about that because when they were leaving, dude, like we heard them in the tent, and this was several hours later. We were way more drunk, and I'll get into everything we were doing in between the time of unhooking the trailer to what went on when they left. But all you heard was them like slamming on the gas, like wah! And you guys' tent was right by the boat ramp. And so they got as close to your tent as they could without actually running over you guys. Because the next day, Charlotte and Jody was talking about it. Like, I don't know why those people almost hit us. And I was, in my head, I was like, why, dude? So that's what that's about. On this backside here... That's me and Blake setting in a raft, a blow-up raft that I had bought. Also, all these energy drinks and everything, I found a discount store in Murray State where I found all these energy drinks for like 20 cents a piece. So I don't even know how many energy drinks I bought.
There had 20.
Well, I'm pretty sure Blake and myself both drank 20 energy drinks that day. And if you see vodka down here, we drank a bottle of vodka and then I don't even know how much beer. But we were sitting on the edge of the lake in a raft. And also Rancid's album Dominoes. This got the track Dominoes Fall, or it's called Dominoes. That had just came out. So I was playing that the entire time we were sitting in the raft, just like playing that album over and over. And we were drinking, and like there was, dude, I'm surprised we didn't die from a heart attack that night because we drank so many of those energy drinks. So Susan had already went to bed. Finally, after the shenanigans of the boat trailer and everything, me and Blake went and crawled into bed in the tents and stuff and passed out. There might have been more things that went on during that day, but anyway, I also drew the picture. The next day we went hiking and everything, and there's a picture on Facebook where it looked like you were on my back and we were going up a hill. Because I can't draw very well. But like you were on my back and I was like crawling up the hill. Like you got so tired while we were hiking that she was like, I just can't do it. And I was like, get on my back. I will just carry you. And then after that, there was a beach. We found a beach area. And this is what's funny because you was talking about the whole thing where you was like, Blake's my friend and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's the same one I drew with the cave and getting sucked out in the water. I
don't remember exactly what I said, but I was just talking shit about Blake, like I talk shit about everybody, and I think it was something along the lines of like I was joking, but I was like, nah, it's just because he's gay, and you looked at me so sincerely and you was like, don't talk bad about him. He's my friend. And I was just like, dude, he's my friend too. That's why I'm like talking shit about him because like, so like, I wasn't seriously talking like fuck this bitch, like, whatever. No, I was just like, yeah. Anyway, it's funny that we both remember that part about it. Like the entire trip, what we both remember is that like Blake was your friend. and prior to that trip, he had only been to the house once. And you had only seen him. And like that's what I thought was so funny too, because you were so young and everything. And just because he had like conversed with you, he was automatically your friend. Like, but yeah, dude, that trip. There was also like I remember going to the shit house because they had like one of those big ass porta potty shit houses. Mm-hmm. And I went and shit, and when I came out, this dude had a fucking Staffordshire Terrier or a pit bull, how we mostly know them. And I was talking to him about it and stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is a Staffordshire Terrier," which everyone that owns a pit bull will say in states where people look down on them. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I got one too. Back home." But yeah, dude, like that whole thing with unhooking the people's boat trailer. Like, yeah, they tried to run you guys over because of that.
If only they had succeeded.
If only they had known. But yeah, like part of the reason we did it is because the boat ramp was up at the top of the hill, and we were camped out at the bottom of the hill, so I knew they couldn't do anything to me. I didn't think they would try to run you over, but you know, you live, you learn. Shit. Anyways, like that was cool. Like our memories kind of sync up. I guess maybe because we went through the same things together.
Yeah, it's funny how there's some of that stuff you don't remember. Like, do you remember building that big ass fire?
Yes, that was prior to me and Blake drinking so many energy drinks and getting drunk. Yes, I do.
So was that before or after the fucking with people on the boat?
That was before.
That was before that?
Yeah.
Damn, so y'all were out there fucking late.
Dude.
Y'all were in that raft at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, and something else. Like the next day when we went down to the lake area where we were at, there was full cans of beer floating in the lake. And we were like, oh, hell yeah. And just started drinking as soon as we
Jesus.
Because we were just tossing beers in the lake for some fucking. But yeah, there was like 4 or 5 beers just floating in the lake because like a can of beer will float. It's very buoyant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like, hell yeah. And just like, dude, we had to go to bed at like at 6 in the morning, get up at 8 in the morning, and just started drinking again. It's like,
After all those energy drinks, too.
yeah. That's why I'm surprised we didn't die that night.
Yeah, because like 6 can kill you, right? 4
That
or 6?
Yeah, and on the can it said do not drink more than 2 in a day. And this is back before like the regulations of energy drinks and things. Like there's no telling how there's probably amphetamine in that shit. Like I don't know if it was just caffeine or like legal speed at that point. But yeah, it was. I also remember Charlotte talking about the next day being like, yeah, you guys were playing music all night long. It was like, okay, cool, just rancid, man. Like, it was a fun trip. Obviously, it was a fun trip, or I would not remember so much of it. I also remember going on the hike, and you might not remember this. So Kentucky Lake and everything, like there's boundaries to where it stops, and there's fences and things. And we walked the trail to the point where we crossed a fence.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Like, it was the same trail that you're talking about where the spider was and stuff. We kept going, and it got to a point where we had to cross a fence. And other people had done it too. They had, like, broke the fence and stomped it down. Like, we weren't the first, but yeah, we went past the boundary of where the border was and everything. We're border jumpers.
Wet and back board jumper.
Ha! If you like this shit, please like and subscribe. Coming out with videos every week. And also, we're going on a lot of adventures this year. If you would like to come with us, please come with us.
Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications because I have videos coming out every week.